matches, the Lopers going to come out. They're going to be energetic. They're going to be ready to go. 3 years ago they came in, or 4 years ago they came in here in 2021. The dual meet was lopsided in terms of a team score, 38-4. This year they're coming off Division II national championship as a team, right?
Yeah.
But they've been dual tested, so I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, looking at these two wrestlers here at 125, Caleb Coyle spent 3 years at Oregon State prior to his time with the Lopers. This is his second year at Nebraska Kearney. The Lopers had a match last week, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, against Southeast Community College, 42-1 after a point was reducted. And Coyle won by major decision, 10-1 the score there. On the flip side, Poulin, one of the transfers for the Cyclones from Northern Colorado, ranked 7th in his weight class. He's a 3-time NCAA qualifier, and last year he was an All-American.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone knows, but you know, Stevo was a household name growing up as a kid, and he's been really an elite talent. Rolled through right there, looked for a Granby, and oh man, now he's getting his opponent stretched out. Coyle was definitely in some pain. You can see that when that shoulder gets over that head. Definitely uncomfortable. Pulling with the legs in, and he's absolutely vicious, and this is what made him an All-American.
And like we said, All-American last year. He's qualified for the NCAA tournament 3 consecutive seasons, 23 through 2025, and was a Big 12 champion at Northern Colorado a couple seasons ago. Iowa State really used the transfer portal this season to bolster their roster on top of getting a lot of bodies back from injury.
Yeah. And that's just the name of the game nowadays. Everyone's using it, from the #1 teams in the country to the teams that are trying to build. Is you got to go really strategically look and see what is out there so that you can add to your roster, as well as continue to develop the talent that you already have inside your room. Beautiful front headlock position right here. And as you can see, Stevo's looking to put that pressure into the balls of the feet of Coyle and then run that corner. And now he's running it really nicely, but he's got that ankle hook briefly. Coyle did a good job defending right there. See, he's trying to bounce that head off the mat, and then we're going to go to a stalemate right there.
Obviously 3-1 here in the opening period of 125. Early takedown for Poulin. Got him on the board right away.
And one of the really good things that Poulin does is when he takes a shot, he always comes up and he's looking for either an underhook or another tie to get to his offense. And so when you watch his hand placement, if he takes a shot, he's coming up and he's making sure that hand is being placed in a way that he can either steer and move his opponent, or he can go off for his attacks.
Closing in here on the final 30 seconds of this first period. And really a nice job from Coyle, like you said, defending. Gave up that takedown right away, but he's held off Poulin for the majority of this period.
Yeah, found a way to get back to his feet, get that escape point. Those points are always big. 15 seconds left in the period. Poulin, is he going to be able to find another opportunity to score? Or is Coyle going to continue to be able to hold him off? He's using that over-tie snap really well. Coyle is for the Lopers.
Buzzer will sound there on the first period. And a look at that takedown from Poulin out of the gates.
Yeah, got to that body lock situation, followed the hips well, and then threw those legs in.
For both sides, what did you like out of that first period?
Well, I like the aggressiveness to start. This is Poulin's first match, and he's getting right back to it. Nice dump. Look for a dump attempt. Oh, he's going to get it. Oh, that was nice from Coyle. That was a beautiful dump attempt. Goes fake, looks for it. Shot's not there, then goes dump. That was beautiful wrestling right there from Coyle, pulling up to his feet. Now it's going to be a 5-4. We didn't even get to talk about the first period. They got right back to the action. This is awesome. I love watching the little guys scrap, because they just seem like sometimes they have a little bit more energy.
Yeah. Yeah, both starts to both the first and second periods have been great. Obviously, the Poulin takedown in the first, and then they trade blows here in the second. Or even for a bit before the escape out of Poulin.
Yeah, and you see right there that ankle's being hit a little bit, and he's doing a good job. But now he got to that far ankle, and that's probably going to be a takedown right there. Yeah, he did a really good job. So he snapped. If you can, when we get a replay on that, when he snapped, you got to that front ankle or that near ankle, and then he was able to re-snap, block that arm, and get to that far ankle, and it just, you don't have the ability to really navigate anymore when that far ankle is captured.
Under 30 here in the second. Poulin trying to find a way to rack up some more points before the buzzer.
Yeah, and he also just had that riding time point, or that riding time climb over. Oh, bow and arrow action coming. This is where it can get painful for Coyle on bottom. Oh, man, that's a great bow and arrow action. But Coyle able to hold him off, not give up any points. He might feel that a little bit tomorrow.
And look there at the top 8 wrestlers in 125. Poulin ranked 7th. A ton of Cyclones ranked. Both sides have a bunch of wrestlers ranked. Coyle unranked in Division II, but you'll see a plethora of ranked D2 wrestlers coming up here for the Lopers throughout tonight's duel.
And Poulin really trying to get some things started, looking to start to impose his will maybe with the hand fight. We're a takedown match, though. We're a one-score match right now. 8-5 lead, riding time not locked up. See that left hand of Poulin? He has that collar tie.
What would be the big thing for Coyle to trying to find a way to draw even here?
Well, what worked? You know, he went duck under attempt to a dump that worked, and I think you got to look for it again, or you got to look for something that you're gonna come back. You're gonna go one way, come back the other. Nice duck under attempt, and he gets a stall call at the same point. A stall and a takedown. Wow, that was beautiful.
Big move there from Poulin, obviously. Gives himself some cushion here in the final minute.
Yeah, now it's a major decision territory. Got to get his head out of there. Great job defending right now momentarily from Coyle, but he pops that head out, captures that leg.
And just like you said, bumps up to that major decision territory if he holds firm here with that 8-point advantage.
Oh, yeah, he's holding firm. that leg is caught up. The riding time's locked up. Did a really beautiful job of pouring it on late, and I think that's one of the maybe mindset things of this program that Kevin Dresser's tried and the staff has worked diligently to instill. Nice big lift right there and a mat return.
And that will do it for the first match between Poulin and Coyle. It's going to go to Stevo, the senior transfer, who will win by major decision.
Yeah, a beautiful job in his Hilton debut. 15-6. Held his own, really poured it on late. And that's what you want to see from your